Hey YouTube, T. Holtz here. Been a while since I've made a video. House is undergoing some renovations, so I really haven't been focused on the fish that much. Haven't been doing my normal maintenance on the tank since I really don't have access to water very easily at this point. It's been going on for a couple weeks, probably a couple more weeks to go. But I thought I would get a video out there. We're looking at my 75-gallon goldfish tank. Goldfish and Dojo Loach tank. Here you see the Dojo Loaches on the bottom. This tank, of course, goldfish tank, not heated. Dojo Loaches go great with goldfish, and they really seem to enjoy it here. The larger goldfish were the ones that I had outside in my pond for the summer, and then I added 3 more when I brought them inside. There's a couple of the smaller ones right there. These Dojo Loaches, definitely an interesting fish, very unique looking. Sort of look like a coolie loach. Same shape on the body, but the coolie loaches are a completely different fish. I haven't had luck keeping them at all. The couple times I have gotten them, they haven't lived very long. But the Dojo Loaches seem to do a lot better. Coolie loaches are nocturnal, so you really don't see them that much once you put them in a tank. But these Dojo Loaches are out and about, squirming around all day. They like a tank that has subdued light, which if we look at here, here's the top of the tank. We'll go all the way across here. If this is why there's subdued light, this is actually a very bright light, but it's completely covered with these pond plants. Now eventually very soon I'm gonna have to start taking these pond plants out and getting rid of them. As you see, the tank is completely covered. I was worried that maybe there would be problems with oxygenation of the water, but that doesn't seem to be an issue. I did add an air pump just to move the water around a little bit more. My Sun 304B filter moves the water around, but there isn't any surface agitation because the pond plants are completely covering the surface. Fish didn't show any signs of distress, but I added a air pump in here anyway. I just keep a close eye on them just to make sure that their oxygen level is good. And as you can see, these fish are not breathing heavy. They're not suffering at all from lack of oxygen, even though there is virtually no surface movement. There is a lot of movement of the water below the surface with the Sun 304B moving the water around in the air pump, but no surface movement. These are water lettuce and water hyacinth plants, and you can see, look at the root system as it goes all the way down almost to the sand substrate. I do have these 4 Amazon sword plants in the pots. These pots are dirted. Eventually I'll probably replace the dirt in the pots. There isn't a whole lot of dirt in these pots. There's just I don't know, maybe an inch or 2 on the bottom. Not a whole lot of dirt. I'm sure that the nutrients will get used up pretty quickly in such a small pot. But they're doing well. I've been in these pots since about June, I guess. Now it's November. These Dojo Loaches will eat virtually anything that go on the bottom of the tank. I've been giving them algae wafers, some shrimp pellets, a little bit of bloodworms every now and then. Don't want to give them too much bloodworms because the goldfish will eat it too. And they really, they can eat bloodworms, but goldfish shouldn't have a steady diet of a meaty food like that. Got some manzanita branches there in the back, which you can hardly see. Wasn't sure how these pond plants would do in the indoor environment, but they've been growing very well. Completely taken over the top of this tank, as you saw. Very active. Dojo Loaches swimming all around the tank constantly. Sometimes they stop and they sit in an odd angle on the wood, or they get themselves hung up like in the roots of the plants, and you think, oh wait a minute, that Dojo Loach looks dead, but he's actually just sitting there hung up on the wood or in the roots of the plants, and they're absolutely fine. Hopefully we'll get the renovations done to the house shortly, and I'll be able to get back to doing some tank maintenance. I got some algae issues in a couple of my tanks. I even did a 3-day blackout on one of them, and it really didn't help. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the couple tanks that I have algae issues in. I thought a 3-day blackout would completely get rid of the algae, but it did not. Here's a Dojo Loach sitting at the top, and if you would come in here and look at him, you would say, oh, there's something wrong with him. But there he goes. Not a whole lot of fish you want to keep with goldfish. There are a couple different varieties of fish that are subtropical that like the same cold water temperatures. But these are among the best ones. They like a sand substrate, so there's black sand here on the bottom. They like to sift through the sand. Yeah, they actually, you see them sucking in the sand and then shooting it out through their gills. They think they're being fed when they're really not. They ate a couple times already. They see me here, so they're all in the corner where the food normally goes. Certain unique looking fish, Dojo Loaches. Alright, YouTube. A look at my 75-gallon goldfish and Dojo Loach tank. Once I can concentrate back on my fish tanks again, I'll do an update on my other tanks. Thanks for watching.